Bullseye doesn't specify character cards. You could play him with Merlin. That's an interesting thought. How does it work with Morgan, really? But cute otherwise. If I play nothing here, I can Bullseye and then blink the Bullseye into Morgan next turn, which is kind of gas. Just want to draw a Sable or Nico here. Oh, I could have Killmongered and done the same thing. Yeah. I should have Killmongered to murder the Hawkeye. This is fine, but technically made a small mistake here. I do so enjoy getting to the thing in the very first game we play with the deck. I don't know that the thing we have done is enough to win this game, but we have at least done it. They played for left, rip. If I would have... So, on one side, I lost the coin flip. But on the other side, if I would have Killmongered on turn 4, I could have had my Morgan and my Blink over here, and then I could have contested here better. And they're more likely... This is one of those spots where, like, it's a flip, but because of Elsa, they're probably more likely to play for Sewer than here. Not a guarantee, but more likely. So I think both waiting that... And considering I missed the Killmonger on 4, we probably get a different outcome that game, a slightly different play. One of those spots where it's worth being reflective, and our deck kind of got to work, which was neat.
Taking aim.
I completely farted and didn't didn't play this out here. Don't ask me why. The answer is I'm dumb. If Bullseye hits Havoc, it could win the left. Without it, probably not. Oh, you know, Shy, I'm gonna lose the left, so I should probably put Nico left to guarantee the Hawkeye stays middle since he's bigger.
Taking aim.
Looks like we're dead here. How are the new cards? Merlin's a very sweet card. No, I think both of the Series 5 cards, the Season Pass, the Series 5 card to release today, are cards that are going to take me more than 2.5 hours to have a good idea for. They're not, these go into existing decks that are super powerful in existing decks. They have a lot of moving pieces and things to figure out. It's gonna take some actual noodling. I'm waiting on these for now, because we might want to bullseye them. Seriously? I'm so sad! Our draw was so sweet. So you'd be playing Merlin. We spent 2.5 hours playing with Merlin. Is this format one new card a week for the season, a handful at the start? The way that it's going to be all the time, have they confirmed that? There's also 2 cards releasing with the limited time event in the middle of the month, Sad Alien. But yeah, I don't think they'd ever lock themselves into saying this is the way it's going to be in perpetuity. But yes, I would assume that this is how they intend to release cards moving forward. Last month was the first month in a long time without a limited time game mode. We're getting 2 this month, so I have to imagine getting multiple of them is going to be the norm. I mean, at least we have the strong start here this time. Why aren't we playing Swan? There's no space, chat. Like, look at the cards this deck is playing. We need Killmonger and Bullseye to enable Morgan. We need Morgan. We need Blink to find Morgan. We need Red Guardian as an extra way to blink into Morgan consistently. Maybe we don't need the Red Guardian. Maybe the Red Guardian is unnecessary. I suppose we don't need to blink into Morgan if we don't have Bullseye or Killmonger. Maybe I'll swap that, but it's like literally the only slot, right? Because like you need a critical mass of ones. I think I want Falcon to be able to pick my ones back up in case I draw Bullseye instead of Killmonger. Any opinion on all the Hoyo games putting out maintenance messaging on social features on June? I don't know what you're referring to. They like announced that all of their games are going into maintenance on that day. I think I do this, and then we Bullseye. No, I think it's this, and then we Bullseye next turn into Blink the following turn into Morgana, while activating it. Oh, the basic arrow doesn't pump while it's in my hand. I forgot about that. Good shout. Yes, so obviously I should have played the Silver Sable instead. You're right, I messed that up. Oh, can Bullseye only hit each card one time? Why did I think Bullseye could hit cards more than once? But like here, right? Like we were talking about, do you want Black Swan? I don't know that I want this Red Guardian, but I think I'd rather it just be another one drop. Because like, if this was a Black Swan, it wouldn't have really helped me with anything here, right? I wish it was just like another one that was decent. We should Red Guardian the Doom. Nah, I think Odin's unlikely, and if they Odin, it's their whole turn. I think I've sold myself on Red Guardian. If I don't have Bullseye or Killmonger, I don't need to blink into Morgana anyways. Red Guardian could be death for consistency. No, because then your blink doesn't work. You know what it could be for consistency? It could be like Carnage. For another way to blow things up. I think I'd buy that for $1. I just went back and looked, and you started 0-3 with the Galactus deck, and then rattled off 12-3 in the 15 games after that once you figured it out a little bit. Deck seems scary. What about Misery? Misery, anything that costs more than 3 messes up the blink guarantee, guys. Guys, gals, and non-binary pals. The goal here is that blinking Bullseye or Killmonger always lands us Morgana. Werewolf by night. Fun. We should play Venom instead of Carnage because you could blink him as well. Yeah, that's a really good thought. I like that. Now, the unfortunate thing here is I need to play like turn 7 doesn't exist. Because, I need to put like turn 7 doesn't exist because Merlin is 1 in 3 every turn to give them something to get rid of Limbo. Oh my god, I did it again and didn't play into the stupid arrow. I keep doing that too. That's so funny. I keep like going back and forth in my head about like what's the optimal sequence because there's so many sequences with this deck, and then I keep landing on not doing the appropriate thing. Ooh, Mysterio with Merlin is hot. I hadn't thought about that. I think we have to leave here. Nico rolling rug pull is fun, but I don't think there's any permutations that end up with me winning this. Does Merlin give you more spells if there's already one in hand? Yes. Yes, he does. He's had so much energy for this turn. Do your return cards work with Victoria? And they do not, because the cards were not originally created in hand. Oh, I was gonna swap Venom for Carnage. Feels like the deck wants a plan B to do alongside Morgana stuff. Yeah, it's called Blink, gamer. Blink's the plan B. The suggestion of making this Venom was a really good one, though. This was a Venom, I'd be able to wait and blink it. You should snap here, but I just like don't want them to leave. I want to be able to play the game.
Taking aim.
Ha!
Great. How?
Come on, bro. Yeah, they're super cooked here, yeah. Oh, they can play Legion. Yeah, sure can. Sedge. I was trying to throw priority to dodge Killmonger, but you're right. This means we lose to Legion. Should play an arrow for Red Hulk. Yeah, I should. Hulkling Tribunal. We beat that one. What's it called? Is 10.
Taking aim.
Let's next hop it along. I'm gonna swap the Carnage for a Venom to give us another Blink Enabler, but Morgan's a neat card. I don't know if I expect her to end up being super powerful, but she's got some really neat moving pieces. Plus 3 is a lot, yeah. And for one of our ones or Kate Bishop here.
This just in.
I have my cards. I'm gonna stay. I don't know if we're gonna win or not, but need to do our thing. I want to see our thing play out. Do you agree that with so many events this month, climbing the ladder up to infinite is going to be tougher? Can you explain why? Instead of asking me to agree with your statement, can you tell me why you feel your statement is accurate? I mean, people telling me someone made a Twitter post, but I assume they're parroting someone else, but my statement stands, rather than asking me to agree with your sentiment. I hate comments like that too. They're just making small talk. It's so silly to me how I can't ask for further clarification without people getting defensive. Like I thought the purpose of posting a comment like that is like you wanna ask and inquire. It's like that's not your goal. Like why type it in the chat? People grinding more on Sanctum and other events and leave the ladder to the end of it. I mean, it doesn't make the ladder harder. Like, so yeah, I guess I disagree with the idea that it makes the ladder harder. I think my line of thinking would be it gives you more things you need to be doing. But that's different than harder. There's more things to do in the game. Doesn't mean the game is harder. Oh, I kind of want to play Super Scroll. We're probably just supposed to be leaving, yeah. This maybe wins some amount of the time. I could cope stay, I suppose. Are we copying Super Scroll? It's the last turn of the game, so. Alright, the Super Scroll Cope Stay pulls through. I just assumed the negative deck had a limbo. Yeah, we porked the magic. Alright, drops coming up soon. 2 weeks, I believe, with high voltage. There'll be drops again. Alright, I'm really enjoying this deck, and the new cards have been fun, so I know it's 5 o'clock, but I'm planning to stream for a little bit more. I'm having a good time. I appreciate the folks that are here. If you want to see some more Morgana, make sure you hang out after the ad roll is done. Thanks for chilling today, people. If you're enjoying the YouTube side of the stream, consider tapping the like button. It doesn't cost you anything, helps my content reach some more people. Appreciate all the folks that have done that today. Yeah, this deck seems really, really slick. It's a really neat deck. I wouldn't mind getting a +2 out of this. I think I just need to be energy efficient on this. Robo Stew, thanks for the brand new Prime. Need a Morgana or a Blink in our next 2 draws.
Taking a
Ooh, that's an incredible piece of candy. Get to go Morgan into Pim Arrow, and then we have Giant Venom plus triple 1-drop. Her animation is so clean. All right, let's go. Let's go 2x Nico mode here, huh?
I am Iron Man.
Go left! Go left! Got him. We can still lose this. It's a lot, though. 14, 25, 30. 30 in the middle. A lot of numbers. Well, Morgana could get us a bunch of 1-3s. Does anyone know when we get Scratch? Scratch and Kale are in the things now. If you don't see Nicholas, Scratch updates your client. Yes, if you're seeing Hellion and the other card, the 2-drop, updates your client. Oh, they're Agamotto. I was like, what the hell happened? There's a spell on top of their deck. You can't get blood from a turnip. Brutal. You tried squeezing the turnip partner. We'll take that into consideration. Should we get rid of Carmartage and cut off their bolts? I mean, they would have played them last turn, right? They played their spell. There's no guarantee they have a spell, right? I guess I can do this. This is fine. Doesn't hurt. I mean, this is pretty big over here. This is local man about to be Shang-Chi'd. I guess Killmonger's the one we're afraid of. If they Shang us, Nico will take the throne room bonus back as 8, because this will be bigger. Crippling case of Shang-Chi right here for the opponent. Definitely an ambitious step. Ooh. Not an amazing set of locations for our opponent here. I mean, Luke Cage can end up being annoying for us here. I'm like, Lasher's not insane either. Looking to draw Morgana or Blink next turn. Yeah, having to put the Venom away is a little sad. You're right. I was gonna say, so the Throne Room move ruins their Cerebro bonus so long as I don't take it from them, and Nico move right means I can go slide Sable into here and Sable here, and I can Killmonger clear this Echo. So if they don't leave here, I go Killmonger, clear Echo, Nico, Sable, Sable, and I end up with a Sable here and a Sable here, and they'll both be at 9. This deck's been way sweeter than I was expecting it to be. You had low expectations going in, and this one's been really awesome. This is such a gas season of new cards. There's so many sweet build-arounds.
Taking aim.
Does Bishop sound interesting in this deck? No. Is it fun, Q? Can't play High Bishop as a band. I mean, is it? Am I playing it here? Well, I don't think I am, right? Like it's literally this into this into, and this game is kind of a perfect example of why you do and you stagger Morgan back to turn 5. I already have to Morgan on turn 5 is the point. It's why Bishop is shit here. It's bad here because oh, that's super annoying. Because now I can't put the basic arrow up. Is Firehair still cope? Firehair has had a very reasonable amount of decks for a while. Unless you're asking in this deck. No, Firehair's not good in this deck. Does Morgan revive in play order? I don't know the answer to that. We'll find out. I would assume she's random. Well, does she revive in the order they were destroyed would be the question, Steric. Not play order, but blow up order, whatever you want to call it. I would assume it's random. What's your thoughts on Venom over Deathlock? Venom gains the power of the things he's blowing up. And often the things we're blowing up have power. I'm unfortunately only going to get 4 cards back here because Benjamin Brode added a card to my hand. They definitely die based on play order. That's accurate. Yeah, that game conveniently was a good example of why Bishop is not good, because we just like don't have time, right? You just don't. Morgana has such really strict timing windows on how soon you have to do everything. Otherwise, you're not going to get to set her up and leverage getting your cards back and play them out. Death's Domain makes it a little easier for us. I'll say. Wrong order there, opponent. Hopefully they play their demon out this turn. Well, I don't think the hood had a, what's it called, border? Oh, it did actually. Interesting. That's at secondary dream dimension. No, my Nico doesn't die. Oh, Killmonger gets her anyways. Never mind. JK. JK, LOL. It means I can't play a 1-drop out with Morgan, though. Meaning I don't get all my cards back. Yeah, if this hadn't happened, I would have gotten to go silver with Morgan, and then I would have gotten all 4 of my destroyed cards back. Now I only get 3 of them. Oh, they forgot their shield the previous turn. Did they? No, they just played Samurai. Order! Order in the court! I mean, it makes my Pim arrow worse, I guess. They entered the hand in the same order they were destroyed. They did, didn't they? So it's not a guarantee. There's a chance that could have happened randomly. But seems pretty likely that. Odds of that happening randomly is 1 in 24. There you go. There's some Noom bars for the Noom bar enjoyers. A decent number of points in the middle. Let's see if it's enough. Wow! What a sicko. What a close game. Merlin absolutely punching the clock and going to work there. Holy shit. Taking away my bonus in the center to lose me the center and dealing with the void on the right. Yeah, a sweet build for the opponent. I think someone earlier was talking about Annie with Merlin, and I think the thing we're gonna start with tomorrow, we're gonna play this deck for a little bit more. This will be the last thing we have time for this evening. But tomorrow I want to start with Sentry Merlin without an Eyeless. I think is likely very interesting. Was Swarm Morgan not good? Haven't played Swarm Morgan yet. Might be sweet. There's so many things to do, chat. So many things to try. There's 4 new cards. Been live for almost 4 hours after the season reset. We're nowhere near done trying to figure out what's going on. Swarm Morgan seems clunky. Seems like a very high payoff, though. A bunch of 0/6s back to your hand? Sounds pretty good. You want a super coped up statement, Marvel Snappers? Between the economy rework and the cards releasing this month and the cards data mine to be releasing next month, I think we could be entering like a golden era of Marvel Snap. Like truly, game's real good right now. Murder them all. It's a hot Snap Summer. So hot. So hot, Marvel Snap Summer. They have Annie, we're in trouble. I think we might be dead. Oh, vomit. Oh, it feels so bad to get fucked by Kate RNG. Feel like I've spent decades of my life wishing for nothing but acid arrows, and now that Merlin is out, it's the worst possible one. I should just retreat here instead of retreat later. There's no way they're leaving. Does Killmonger ever win? I assume they're getting rid of the Void this turn, so no. And Killmonger kills my Rocket Raccoon and my Nico over here, so just so we're clear. I love that retreat later exists, but sometimes I feel silly when I use it. One of the really small QOL quality of life things this application needs is after I hit retreat later and then I look at the board and I'm like, no, there's no way they're leaving here. I should be able to retreat after having pressed retreat later. It's like, not a big thing, but it's definitely a thing that should exist. This location's like my mortal enemy. Unless it's not quite Crimson Cosmos bad, but it's up there.
Friendly neighborhood Spider-Man here.
Oh, these options were pretty bad for me here. Where's the Luke Cage when you need one, gamers? Alright, let's draw one cost. Lovely. How often has Bullseye been clutch? Should be better off with other destroy card instead. No, the Bullseye's been good. Oh, man. I freaking lose because Hellfire Club is Hellfire Club. Pim Arrow is gonna add 9 over here. It's so frustrating. This one, yeah, they're probably not leaving again, but it won't take them a long time to figure it out at least.
Escape.
If someone tried out Fire here in this, I don't think Fire here really generates a lot of value. It would be okay with Sable and Hawkeye, I guess, but it would miss with Rocket Raccoon most of the time because you gotta blow things up in very specific timing windows. Would Black Swan be good? You'd have to cut one of your cards that adds consistency to the deck to play Black Swan. And you'd also have to have a window to fit Black Swan in where you'd have to have a window to fit Black Swan in where you're giving up time to play out other ones to like enable one of your destroy cards.
I found a rock.
Not a bad hit. I think it's this because I have to Venom next turn. It's not about breaking a draw, it's about maximizing
Taking aim.
what we're destroying and what we're bringing back, yeah? I don't need two. I mean, I think it's the snow. Hey Nova, thanks for the third of a year. Appreciate that. Welcome back. It's a bot. Human. It's a bot. Well, I mean, that's incredibly optimal, yeah. And then Venom eats the left, and then copies with that eating power to the right, and gobbles all that up as well. So we'll have a 22-point Venom on top of the 38, which gets us to 65. The -3 Hobgoblin. Thanks, Spot Gamer. All right, gamers. I really want to keep playing, but it's 6 o'clock here, and I need to. I'm gonna cut some YouTube videos. If you missed it earlier, we were coerced into playing Merlin featuring Galactus, and that's gonna be the highlight tonight, because I very regrettably have to tell you that this deck list was excellent, and I'm going to hate playing against it. But if you missed this to start, this was incredibly reasonable. And then this was fun too. This is exactly the really type of Marvel stamp I enjoy playing. I don't think I'd make any changes in here. I think the mix of 1-drops we're playing is probably the thing I would tinker with a little bit. Like, is Spider-Ham the ideal extra one? So I think we're gonna kick off tomorrow morning with some Merlin plus Sentry. If you miss anything, as always, there's gonna be daily deck highlights over on the Jeff Hoagland YouTube channel. We'll do an untapped data dive to start tomorrow morning, and then we'll have a best decks roundup heading into the weekend, as always. Appreciate everybody that hung out all the way through the end today. And I'd like to give one more shout out on the way out the door to one of our wonderful longtime sponsors, the Exter Smart Wallet. They've had the banner up on the stream, and we've been promoting them for almost a year here. I carry my wonderful, beautiful blue one in my pocket. You can see my real cards in there, gamers. They're wonderful.